All right, in this video, we are going to get our document created for our Surreal Photo Collage, and then we're going to be bringing our photos from the source folders in Google Drive that Mrs. Olden shared with you into our document and how to resize and place them. So first we're going to go to Photoshop and we're going to hit Create New. And you'll get this new document. What we're going to do is create a document that's 8 by 10 or 10 by 8. First thing first, we want to name it. So we're going to do our last name, first name, collage. And that's going to be our document title. And you're going to do width and height of 8 by 10 or 10 by 8. If it's 8 by 10, it's going to be portrait orientation. If you click on this one, it'll switch it to landscape. I'm going to make this portrait and hit create. So now we have our new document. Before we move on any further, we're going to go ahead and save it to Google Drive. So we're going to do File, Save As, and we're going to go find our Google Drive. So on your computer, it's going to be under this PC, Google Drive, which you'll find down here, My Drive, and then you're going to find your Intro to Tech photo folder, and then you should have a 06 Photoshop folder, and hit open, and then you're going to hit save. So now your document will automatically save there. So next time you go to save, instead of save as, you'll be able to hit save. Next, we need to get our photos, our images, our source images. So we're going to go to our Surreal Photo Collage assignment. Here we should have a folder called Ultimate Collage V3. Click on that. You'll see some subfolders here, and you can look through and start selecting images that you would like to use in your document. So some of them already have cutouts that you can add. You need to have 6 layers to start off with. So let's see. Let's also make sure that they're school appropriate. So I might start off with like this one. So I'm going to go ahead and hit download. When I hit download, guess what? You're going to have the option of selecting where you want to download to. So we're going to go again to that Google Drive folder. So you hit Google Drive, My Drive, Intro to Tech 1, Photoshop, and then save. And you're going to do this with all the images you're thinking about using. It's okay if you're not even sure which ones you want to do. So now that we saved once there, we'll hit it again, hit save. And then, let's see. There's all these ones with the heads and stuff. Ooh, a giant snail could be fun. Give it a second. I'm going to hit save. You can just download a whole bunch of photos into this folder. And you can go into some of these other ones. I like the beetle. Look at this freaky guy. Save. All right, so now that we have some stuff to start with, there's a couple ways you can bring these photos in. Let's go to Photoshop. You can do File and Place Linked. And then you should see your images. Right now, I don't think you're able to view the thumbnails. So hopefully the name of your images will help you. And then when you go to place them and select the image, you get what we call a bounding box. And you can use this to resize your image. And once you have it placed, you can then either double click on it or hit enter on the keyboard to apply the transformation. This space here in the image is negative space, but if I click over here, there's pixels, so I am able to move it around. I can then go to File, Place Linked, and I can add another picture. And the next picture will be on top of the previous one. But say I want this to be behind, I can apply my transformation by hitting enter, and then I can switch my layer order. So I click and drag, and it will change the layer order of the image. And I'm just moving them around using the move tool. If I want to flip this picture, I can go to Show Transform Controls, and then I can kind of resize it really quick, right click, and I can do Flip Horizontal if I want it to be sideways. If I bring my mouse on the outside, I get these arrows, and if I click, I can rotate. And then if you wanted to resize again, this is your chance to sort of resize. And I can double click to apply that. Let's go and do another File and Place Linked. Let's see, I don't want any of those, so I'm going to go back to that folder and download some more. So I need some sort of background or something. So let's go back to, let's do abstract painting. Download, save, and then I'll go back to Photoshop, File, Place Linked, and get that abstract planet. And I want to make it so it fills the frame. And then I'm going to bring that behind those walls. So I at least have that going on. So that's only 3 layers right there. So a couple other types of layers you can add are adjustment layers. So say I want to change the color of something. So I can go to Girl on the Plane, and then I can go to Hue and Saturation. To affect just that Girl on the Plane layer, I'm going to hit this little icon. Sometimes you do have to like drag it down. I'm going to clip it to the layer below. So this is called a clipping mask. Another way to do this is to hold down the Alt key and hover between the layers. And now my hue and saturation is going to affect only the Girl on the Plane layer. Now what I can do is change the hues of the picture. I can change how saturated it is, how bright or dark it is. To decide how I want it to look. I can then do this to the girls on a rock layer by going to Adjustments, go to Hue Saturation, hit the clipping mask, and then they have a color cast to them as well, so if I want to match the colors, I can sort of match them. And same with the layer there. I can hit this, adjust, and that'll change the colors of the background. So that is how you can do that. Now there's also, if you click these, this will do a before and after. So this will show you what it looks like before and after. And then if you go to adjustment, you'll see that there's all sorts of different adjustments that you can do. And then if you want to affect just that certain layer, that's when you're going to do that clipping mask that we were showing. So that brings us to 6 layers. We did 1 per each. Now, if you did one and you don't like how it looks, you can just take it, drag it, and throw it into the trash can. So take it, drag it, throw it into the trash can, take it, and throw it into the trash can. So that's how you adjust that. I recommend playing around, changing things, downloading new pictures. Maybe I don't like this girl on the plane picture. I think it's distracting. So I can start placing something, playing with this, adding other things into the picture. I think keep playing with it until you come up with something that is interesting and makes sense for you. When you're done, again, you're going to go to File and Save. You're going to get this pop-up window. You can hit Don't Show Again and hit OK. I'm going to keep it off there. And it's going to save it and it should update into Photoshop. When you are 100% done, you've finished your composition, you have your minimum 6 layers in here. You're going to go to File, Save, like we did, and then you will export it as a JPEG. So you're going to go to Export, Export As, and you're going to see JPEG. You're going to go to hit, you have to hit the drop-down menu probably, and then we're going to go to Export. And guess what? We're going to go to the same thing again. Google Drive, My Drive, Intro to Tech, 06 Photoshop, and then hit Save. And then you will upload that to the document. All right. Good luck with your photo composition. I'm excited to see these. They always come out really fun, especially when you have a whole class period or 2 to work on it. It gives you a lot of time to think about what you put together. All right, have fun. I'm excited to see your surreal collages.